back to green flag racing. Now remember, the first two have yet to pit, and we are getting ready to complete lap number 27. It is Conway on the inside, Dixon right alongside, then Franchitti, Cadan, Vautier. That's your top five.
Green, green, green.
Oh, contact. Will Power gets hit. Several cars going around, and now we have a major melee through turn number one.
You can't win the race on a restart,
but you can lose it.
Power got punted from behind. Graham Rahal gets out of his trouble and gets back underway.
So Briscoe's in there.
Saavedra smoking in the 6 car. There's the number 4 of Briscoe.
Viso.
Viso's in there with the 5.
Ed
Justin
Carpenter.
Wilson, Ed Carpenter. What a mess. There is Justin Wilson. Finished 3rd yesterday. Had a great drive. There's Ryan Briscoe. He had a pretty good run going yesterday until he hit the wall late in the day. E.J. Viso, his luck here at Belle Isle for the 2nd day in a row, runs out.
Yes. And Ed Carpenter got stuck in that accident also.
The 98 is also involved. There's Alex Tagliani. Boy, he is. You couldn't even see him from that one shot.
There are so many cars, you can't see who's packed in there.
No, I was going to say, he's at the front of the parking garage, isn't he? He has no chance of getting out in the valet.
He has had the most horrible of weekends here.
Yeah, I don't understand on a start like that. You've got to get yourself through the first couple of turns and spread yourself out, especially now that we have that long run going down to turn 3. That's the time to get yourself situated so you have the opportunity to pass.
It looks like Briscoe wants them to try to get him refired. I was looking at his car from the distance there.
He wanted to do that exactly, Marty, before the cars came around, so he didn't lose a lap. Unfortunately, that's not happening.
Okay, let's go back and show you what happened here on this restart that brought out our 6th caution, double what we had yesterday.
Looking for the guilty party. You're right. Everybody's spread out. Let's see what's happening.
There it is.
It's a car that's on, and he gets through with it. Isn't that always the way it generally happens? So we'll have to get a different view to see exactly who that was.
So was that Castro Neves that got bumped from behind?
No, it was Will Power.
Will Power.
And it was Sebastian Bourdais in the 7 that got him.
NASCAR style.
Then there was no room. There was no room to pass. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 8 cars.
Just drives in a little bit deep. Remember, we talked about how bumpy the surface is here, but he just got into the back end of Will Power and started to drive him around. He had nowhere to go, and then everybody else just had block lanes.
I have never seen something like that on a street course.
On board with Hinchcliff.
Remember, he gets to the inside, almost gets through this. I think he escapes just with a broken wing. Oh, yep.
There's just not enough room between the wall and Power's car.
Well, Jamie Little has caught up with Justin Wilson as you see Hinchcliff in. Jamie?
Yes, as they continue to work on the 27 machine, Justin Wilson walking down pit road. What exactly happened from your vantage point?
Something happened up ahead, and I was coming through the corner on the outside of Charlie, and you can't see a lot because the rear wing is so big you can't see through it, and everyone just stopped, and it's just a roadblock. The complete track was blocked where I was, out at the wall, just trying to stop before piling into everyone. So disappointing day. Got a good race car, and it seems like everyone's getting a little crazy today. You know, yesterday was nice and calm, but today was crazy.
Why do you think that is? How are the track conditions? Are they any different from yesterday?
I think the track's gripping up a little bit, and people are optimistic and just trying to make something happen. And yesterday everyone was trying to get through. Today they're attacking. And you know, I was early on trying to pass E.J. Viso going down to 3, and just as we hit the brakes, he jinxed only a couple of inches, but that bent my front wheel, and from that point on we're kind of struggling and limping, but it's just the way it goes.
All right, thanks, Justin. And your teammate Mike Conway just pitted, and Scott Dixon made it out ahead of him on pit road. So the racing goes on, Marty.
Yes, it does. And that's the last 2 to make that stop now as they get back out with Dixon in front. So the first pit stop for these guys comes on lap number 29.
And it's going to be interesting to see, because you would have thought that the pace car would have gotten through the accident and these guys would have filed into the queue. So it'll be interesting to see, because of the accident, the pace car wasn't around, if these guys have actually almost made a lap up and where they are as far as that is concerned.
10 total cars involved in this incident. There is Will Power. This is Tate, and boy, he is very hot.
You know, but I got to say, when you're walking, you're not hurt. The last thing you want is for somebody to come along and grab your arm, unless he's headed off towards going to meeting somebody. But
he was planning on meeting somebody after this.
Yeah, he wants a shot at Sebastian Bourdais. So the cleanup is going to continue for a while here, as we are under our 6th caution, double what we had yesterday. And
we're not even halfway through.
Let me ask this.
Interested to see what he would have done if he had been able to get up to his car, because he was going so slow. You see most people throw helmets, and he obviously threw his gloves.
I'm going to come back. I want to talk about the fatigue factor. Is that a potential reason for some of this going on? Let's talk about that when we come back. We're going to take a break. Stay with us. We're coming back to Belle Isle. We're under our 6th caution. All right, well, as we continue our Indy duel in Detroit, today has turned into a crash fest. Our 6th caution, 10 cars involved in this one. There's James Hinchcliff being pushed back towards the paddock area. You saw Ed Carpenter. There is EJ Viso. He managed to get refired and got back to pit road. Let's check in now with Jamie Little.
Well, we caught up with Will Power. You see his car on the hook right now. You were very frustrated out there. What was the frustration? What led to all of this?
It was, you know, double file restarts, and Bourdais got into the back of me. So, you know, just disappointing for the Verizon guys. We're having such a good day and moved up well. Man, I don't know. What's that guy doing? But that's racing, and hopefully the guys can get it back out there, because there's a lot of cars out today, and we can maybe get some points. Not that it really matters anymore. We're so far back, but yeah, really disappointing. No wonder Bourdais, man, he once was a champ and now he's a chump.
All right, thank you. Well, they're going to try to work on his car and get him back out there. Very frustrated, obviously.
And Elio
with Alex Tagliani, who suffered a hand injury in an incident yesterday. I know that can't feel any better after what happened there, but take us through what actually transpired going into that turn, Alex.
For the last one, I mean, I think Todd and Brian were saying that Bourdais initiated the whole thing, and we were just a victim on the outside, made some passes, and there was nowhere to go. It was unfortunate. The first one was Carpenter just nailed me from the back on a restart. So it's a shame for our team, because we really have a good group of people. The Barracuda Racing team. We have pace. We just can't get a break, and I don't know what kind of voodoo stuff we'll have to do to finally get what we deserve here.
Tough weekend for Alex Tagliani, and you also saw James come in.
Now, Scott, I'll let you get in on this in a second, but we want to go back and show you here. There's Ryan Briscoe.
So he's doing the right thing. Looks like he just ended up touching the back of Elio. Probably got hit himself, and when it all accordions like that, that's what ends up happening. You just become a victim in this crash, which was exactly what happened with a lot of these guys, Marty.
And before we get your comments, Vince has caught up with John Barnes.
John, was there actually damage to Ryan's car, or was it just stalled there?
It stalled there. There wasn't any damage to it, and they didn't restart it. I don't know what the heck they were doing down there, but he sat there, they pulled him away, and stood there with the starter in the back of the car for probably 45 seconds.
First time Ryan Briscoe's been in the 4 car. What's been your assessment of how he's handled it this weekend?
Very happy.
Thanks, John.